Hey guys, it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today, having a great day, having a great week. Me and my daughter adventured into town today. We went all the way to Walmart, which was super exciting. And when we got home, I was feeling really icky because it rained today and then it got hot and it was just gross outside. So I jumped in the shower and my hair's not even all the way dry, but here we are. And I got lucky because my wonderful daughter came home and made us some chicken salad that we're going to have on the buttered croissants that we just bought. So I don't have to worry about making dinner tonight. Yay. So today I want to talk to you about a case out of California, a missing 16-year-old girl named Kylie Rodney. Have you guys heard about this one? It's getting a lot of coverage, I think, in the local area, but I haven't really heard a lot about it here. There's a couple of stories on the national media outlets. I know WFLA, JB picked it up. But I just kind of want to dive into it because I'm the mom of an 18-year-old girl and I know how her and her friends are. And there's just a lot about this story that it's got my true crime brain going into overdrive. There's some red flags for me. And I just wanted to come here and give you what I know and see where your thoughts are at. If anything seems off to you, or, you know, just get your thoughts and theories. I mean, I don't want to speculate a lot, and it's so early on in the investigation, but I just kind of want to know what your thoughts are, and we can talk about this as it unfolds and just kind of see where we're at and what could have happened to this girl. What could have happened? So she went to a party. Kylie is 16, but she had already graduated. She skipped a grade. She graduated with honors, and they were having this big party as kind of a farewell to the recent graduates that were going to be leaving for college. And she went to this party, and that's the last we know of her. So let's go ahead and dive into the case here. This is her missing flyer, one of them. I've got two, I think. And let's just talk about what happened. I stayed up really late last night, poring over everything I could find, listening to interviews and reading everything, and kind of compiled some notes here that we'll go over, and then we'll just kind of chit chat as we go along, and I will give you the latest updates that are out there before we end the video. So, okay, here we go. On August 6th, 2022, 16-year-old Kylie Rodney attended a party at a rural campground in Truckee, California, near the border of California and Nevada, near Lake Tahoe. The party was meant as a farewell to graduating seniors from several area high schools in the Truckee, North Lake Tahoe, and Reno communities. At the age of 16, Kylie had graduated high school with honors. The party was attended by more than 100 teens and young adults. I have seen upwards of 200 and 300 people were at this party. Kylie was last seen at the party at the Prosser Creek Reservoir at approximately 12:30 a.m. Kylie is 16 years old, Caucasian female, approximately 5'7" and 115 pounds. She has blonde hair and hazel eyes. She was last seen wearing a black tank top and green Dickies pants. She has numerous piercings and a tattoo of the number 17 on her ribs. She was wearing jewelry, including a nose ring. Her car is also missing. It is a silver Honda CR-V with California license plate 8YUR127. Okay, so let's pause on the notes for a minute, and we're going to look at some pictures here. Now, green Dickies pants. I knew that Dickies is a brand of pants, like work pants, uniform type pants, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are like, what the heck does that even mean? So I Googled it, and oddly enough, hang on here, I found this picture And the girl's wearing a black tank top. I mean, this is basically the outfit that they described her wearing. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly the same kind of tank top or style of pants or shade of green or whatever, but this gives you an idea of how she may have been dressed when she was last seen at this party. Sorry, dogs. Here's a picture of Kylie. And since they mentioned that she had a nose ring, I found this picture and you can see it pretty clearly in the picture. Let's show you a few more. Just the more pictures, the better, I feel, because you don't know what she might look like at any particular time. There she is, hair up, not a whole lot of makeup. There she's such a beautiful girl, isn't she? Just adorable. This was her in her graduation dress. Gorgeous girl, gorgeous girl. And then picture here. This isn't her car, but it is the make, model, year of her car. And like I said, it has California license plates 8YUR127. So they can't find the car either, so keep an eye out for that. And it's another one of the flyers. Okay, so detectives are seeking the public's help to locate Kylie, whose disappearance is being treated as an abduction case due to her car also being missing. According to the Placer County Sheriff's Office, Placer County Sheriff's Office are currently following up on leads, and their Falcon 30 helicopter is assisting the Nevada County Sheriff's Office with a search for Kylie. Their air operators have been flying over the I-80 corridor between Donner Summit and the Nevada state line and will continue searching around the Prosser Lake area. They are also coordinating with the California Highway Patrol, Truckee Police, FBI, and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office as they continue to search for Kylie. I do have kind of a aerial view of the party area. So you can see it's mountainous. My picture in the background is actually from the Donner picnic area, which is kind of where they were at. But you can see it's mountains. There's a lot of water, windy roads. I mean, it's probably going to be a tough search if she happened to like run off the road or something like that. But this kind of gives you a general idea of the area that they are looking in. Let's just put her back up here again. Keep that picture out there. Let's do this one. At around 12:15 a.m., Kylie texted her parents that she was heading home. However, according to her mom, no one has come forward to say they saw her leave. No one was with her at the time, and nobody can remember when she left or seeing her car drive away. Her phone last pinged at the party, and it's been off since. They say it was either turned off or it's out of service, but last known at the party and 12:30-ish is the last time that it was on. I had heard yesterday, people had posted that they had found a phone, a smashed phone, but it was an Android, and I believe that she had a black iPhone, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's a friend. This is where mom brain, true crime brain kind of kicked in for me. Like, I'm not saying anything about this friend. No guilt, no shame, nothing. But when I read this account from the friend, my heart is just like screaming, like breaking, like, why did you leave? So there's this friend of Kylie, and her name is Sammy Smith. Her timeline of her recollection of the night says that she got to the bonfire party at about 9, and Kylie got there about an hour later. So roughly 10 o'clock, Kylie arrives. Sammy says she was with Kylie most of the night, and around 11 p.m., they went to Kylie's car together to charge their phones. At that time, Sammy had arranged for Kylie to give her a ride home from the party, but then a little while later, she changed her mind because she said that she could see that Kylie was clearly intoxicated. Quote, Kylie was planning to spend the night at the campground. If she were to have driven, she wouldn't have made it far. My concern is that somebody might have offered to drive her home and then didn't take her home. The two said goodbye to each other at 12:25 a.m. And then she said that Kylie called her at 12:36 a.m. And that's the last that anyone heard from her. They said, love you, good night, and get home safe. So, you know, immediately I'm like, okay, you were going to get a ride from her. And then you saw that she was too intoxicated to drive. So smart. You weren't going to ride with her because she'd been drinking. But Sammy eventually gets a ride home with somebody else. I would like to think that if one of my daughter's friends were in that position, that she would have been like, hey, why don't you catch a ride with us? We'll take you home. We'll come back tomorrow and grab your car or whatever. Not just like, I'm going to catch a ride with somebody else and leave your friend there by themselves at this party when they're too intoxicated to drive. But like I said, there no blame or anything. You know, hindsight is always 20/20 for all of us. I mean, there's not one person out there that hasn't said or done something that in hindsight you're like, man, if I could go back and do that over. And I'm sure that that's how her friends are feeling right now as they're trying to find her. Sammy said the party was just supposed to be the community, but it started growing. And there were college kids and people from the Bay Area that started to show up. She said she got a bad feeling about it, but didn't think much of it. Again, my kids, I guess they're raised a little bit differently, but you know, we're a military family, and my husband was military law enforcement in the Air Force, and one of my sons is military law enforcement in the Navy. And growing up, my kids always had military law enforcement around the house because that's who we were friends with. And you know, we've always harped on, you know, be aware of your surroundings, situational awareness, trust your gut. Your gut feeling is almost 100% right every time. And my daughter, if she goes out, I mean, she literally takes a pocket knife with her everywhere she goes for protection. Like, she don't mess around. And if she gets a bad vibe about something, yeah, she's done. You know, she's messaging me. Like, one time her and her friends went out and she's like, we're on this road and it's just creepy and it gives me a really bad feeling and blah blah blah, you know. And it's cool, like, that we have that relationship, because then it's like, if something happens, I know, like, okay, she said this, they were at this place. Trust your gut, kids. We need to teach these kids, especially these girls, if something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. And, you know, stick together in a group. You know, my daughter, she doesn't go out by herself. She's always with a group. Sometimes there's guys with them, sometimes there's not, but it's always at least a group of girls, and they stick together wherever they're at. They don't separate. They stay together. They go to a concert or something in the city, they stick together. Anywhere they go, they stick together. You gotta have a buddy. Got to. So Kylie was supposed to meet friends on Saturday morning to go on a hike, and she didn't show up. Kylie's mom, Lindsay Rodney Neiman, described her as having beautiful long blonde hair, said she was tall, thin, vivacious, and friendly, kind and compassionate, and she's not the runaway type of kid. And to that, I say, hashtag trust the family. If you are a member of Grizzly True Crime, you know what I'm talking about. Naomi Arion's family started that hashtag because so many times in missing persons cases, law enforcement doesn't, not that they don't trust them, but the family goes in and they're like, I know they didn't run away. I know they didn't just leave. Something is wrong. They wouldn't just do this. Gotta trust the family. They know the person best. That's her daughter. This girl is 16, skipped a grade, graduated early, getting ready to go to college in the fall. She's a smart kid. All the potential in the world. Beautiful girl. Happy. No problems going on that we're aware of. This girl did not just decide to run away. We got to trust the family on that. The mom says she's not the runaway type of kid. I believe her. Not the runaway type of kid. Completely believe it. Kylie's mom is asking anyone who attended the party and their parents to look through their photos, social media posts, and videos for any signs of Kylie. Home and business owners in the surrounding area are also asked to check their surveillance cameras for signs of her on August 5th and 6th. This is huge to me. So you're at a party and you've got possibly 300 teenagers and young adults, 20-something college kids. These people live on social media. My daughter goes out, selfie, taking pictures of everything. It's a farewell party. They're going to be taking pictures with their friends. Like, maybe they're not going to the same school. So, hey, one more picture together, that kind of thing. They said that she was the kind of girl that she texted you. She was on Snapchat. There has to be something out there. Has to be. If not from her, what about her friends? Didn't somebody capture her even in the background? So it's really important for the kids and, like they said, the parents that were there. If you were filming a video, just taking a picture, look in the background and see if you can spot her. And then you have a time. Okay, at such and such time, she was at such and such place. And that gives them something to go off of. So hopefully everybody is really scouring through any footage they have of that night, going back through social media, reading the posts. Did anybody mention her? That kind of thing. Authorities are considering her disappearance suspicious, and search and rescue crews are actively looking for her. They aren't interested in busting anyone for underage drinking. They just want to see Kylie home. And that's huge because nobody's really coming forward and saying anything. And I get it, teenagers and people under the legal drinking age, and they're like, man, I don't want to talk to the cops, but they don't care right now. They could care less if you were out there drinking. That is not their priority right now. They want to find Kylie. So come forward and tell them what you know. I mean, it's not worth it to think, oh, I saw her, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want to get in trouble for drinking. Stop it. If you were there and you saw her, you need to come forward and say something. Tell her mom. Call the tip line. Do it anonymously, whatever. Just whatever info you have, get it out there. I mean, I say this in every single case. No lead is too small. You don't know if you saw her at 12:37, which is after she called Sammy. Okay, now we can place her 1 minute past her last phone call, you know, moving forward in the timeline. Anything, any little detail is so huge right now. So please don't let that be what's holding you back, that you're afraid of getting in trouble, because it's not going to happen. Like I said, the cops right now, they could care less. Honestly, they just want to bring this girl home safe. So anyone with info on Kylie's whereabouts is asked to call the sheriff's office at 530-886-5375, or the tip line at 530-581-6320, option 7. I will put all of that in the description for this video, so you'll have all the numbers. There is currently a $50,000 reward being offered. Search efforts are being coordinated at the Truckee Rec Center if you want to help. They have a website. It's FindKiely, KIELY.com. And it has like new info, how you can help, who to contact. They have Instagram, FindKiely, hashtag FindKiely. On Twitter will get you all the latest. So what I have found right before coming on, they're doing this, they're calling it a meetup. And it sounds like it's to help these teens and young adults feel comfortable talking about the party. Tahoe Teen to Teen. We're having a Tahoe Teen to Teen meetup August 9th, excuse me, from 5 to 7:30 p.m. in Tahoe City at the Save Mart in Tahoe City. We really need all the information we can get from any and all Tahoe kids. We have had a lack of reach out from many Tahoe kids who are at the party or may know any information. We are only looking for information such as who was seen at the party that you may have seen and the times you came and left. And then it goes on. We really need all the information we can get, all from any and all Tahoe kids. We have had a lack of reach out from many Tahoe kids who are at the party or may know any information. We are only looking for information such as who was at the party that you may have seen and the times you came and left. There will be no parents or adults or cops at all. We are only trying to help Kylie. Any and all reports can be anonymous if asked, and all people interviewing will act as if they've never met you before. Please help us. We are desperate and worried. Please, anything, just help us bring her home. So that's a pretty good idea. I hope it works, that they'll be comfortable enough to go there and tell what they know. And then, you know, I was saying red flags and true crime brain, mom brain, all that. And I found these 3 accounts from the party on Twitter, and I think they're from Sammy, and there's another friend, and I can't remember her name right now, but I will get to it before the video's over. And what they're saying, like I said, it just makes my heart break. It you know, it just makes me want to scream, like, oof, why? Within the only 10 minutes I was there, I literally had a group of 5 guys try to come get me to take as many bong rips as I could forcefully without my boyfriend present. This is the other friend. This isn't Sammy. And she came and left early. Smart girl. She's also, I think, the one that Kylie was supposed to meet to go hiking the next day. And then there was a lot of guys that did approach us, Smith said. This is Sammy. Definitely, I was getting a gut feeling that during that party, that something just didn't feel right. with the amount of people that were there and how old some of these people were. And then this. The party was only supposed to be open to those in the Truckee Tahoe region, but word got out to Grass Valley, Reno, and the Bay Area, Sammy Smith, close friends said. It grew to be way, way larger than ever expected. So, yeah. Let's put the flyer back up. Ugh, guys. We gotta find this girl. All right, so the latest we've got right now. Here and see if there's anything new. One friend left early and the other grabbed a ride home from someone else at a party Friday night at a campsite outside the mountain town of Truckee, California. Now Sammy Smith and Magdalene Larson, that's the friend that left early, two friends of missing 16-year-old Kylie Rodney, have vowed to keep looking. They described Kylie as the girl who would text and Snapchat. She wouldn't go without checking in or run away. Kylie graduated in June from Forest Charter School, a public school in Truckee of about 700 students. She was an honor student that graduated early after skipping a grade and plans to study music in the fall at Sierra College. Friends said Kylie was in good spirits and having fun that night at the Prosser family campground, 35 miles west of Reno. But what was supposed to be a goodbye send-off, a few dozen kids under the pine trees, turned into a party of 200 to 300 teenagers. Her friends say kids from Reno high schools and the University of Nevada in Reno showed up. Police say Kylie was last seen sometime around 12:30 a.m. early Saturday morning. Magdalene left the party early after less than 30 minutes. She and Kylie had planned to leave for a camping trip the next morning. I just want her back, Magdalene said. Sammy caught a ride home with another friend around midnight. It was just people everywhere, Sammy said about the party. She said Kylie called her. Hey, where are you, Kylie asked. I got a ride, don't worry, Sammy told her. I love you. Both friends have helped organize volunteers to search for Kylie. They have set up a meeting spot in front of the recreation center in Truckee. On Monday, dozens of people stopped by, and organizers say they handed out about 5,000 flyers with Kylie's picture. Kylie's mom, Lindsay Neiman, is pleading for teens to come forward with information. Look for images from the party. Any kids coming forward with any information will not be in trouble. We just want Kylie home. Sammy and Magdalene want more than volunteers too. They want anyone who was at the party at Prosser to send videos and pictures and to give information to police about drugs that may have been at the party. They are asking for other teens to fill out police statements about that night. No piece of information is too small, and no one is going to get in trouble, Magdalene said. We all just want videos to help find Kylie, and it may have something on it police can use. She can't have disappeared without anyone seeing anything. Sammy said Kylie's car, which is also missing, was parked less than 100 yards from where she and other teens had gathered at Prosser. Someone had to see her get in her car. She can't have just disappeared. The federally run Prosser Family Campground is on the west shore of Prosser Lake Reservoir near other popular camping sites in the Tahoe National Forest. Stampede and Boca reservoirs are nearby. As of late Monday afternoon, law enforcement was still searching the campground and a helicopter was circling above. So that is from the Reno Gazette Journal. And then let's see if there's anything else here. Box. Missing Kylie Rodney. Massive search as friends reveal teen's last known footsteps in possible abduction case. California 16-year-old Kylie Rodney was last seen leaving the Prosser family campground early Saturday. A massive search effort was underway Tuesday morning for the missing California 16-year-old Kylie Rodney, who vanished after telling family she was going to head home from a high school graduation send-off early Saturday. The Placer County Sheriff's Office has said they were investigating a possible abduction because the girl's SUV was also unaccounted for. Rodney graduated from high school 2 years early, and it is unlikely of her to run away or fail to come home, according to her mother, Lindsay Rodney Neiman. A spokesperson told Fox News Digital on Tuesday that investigators were still exploring all possibilities and confirmed that teens were using alcohol and drugs at the party. Rodney had enough drinks to become drunk, according to her friend and another recent graduate, Sammy Smith, who added that she did not believe the teen would have driven under the circumstances. At the point when I left, I thought she was going to stay there, said Smith, who departed the campground just a few minutes before Rodney was last seen. Everybody was camping. It was late enough that she would have stayed. She's not the type to go and drunk drive or anything. Smith said she spent most of the night with Rodney. For the amount of drinks we both had together, she's not that dumb, she added. I remember we were partying together. She was having fun. She seemed really happy. She was like normal, just on an adrenaline rush saying hi to everybody. So where are these people? Where are all these people she said hi to? Why aren't they coming forward? But Rodney Neiman says her daughter texted her around 12:15 a.m. Saturday and said she was heading home. The family lives about 10 miles away from the campground at a lodge south of town. Smith, 18, said that there were plenty of attendees whom she had not previously met, but none who seemed suspicious, gave unwanted attention, or followed the pair around. That's not what she said in that other account, but okay. She said she didn't notice anyone much older and that the party consisted mainly of teens, recent graduates, and some college students from the surrounding area. Some came from as far away as San Francisco, she said, but that was not unusual because the area is a summer vacation town. We met a few strangers together. We both tended to trust people. I say tended to because now I don't think I will continue to trust people. But she'll give anyone the benefit of the doubt. Search crews and police from multiple counties scoured through the area beginning early Tuesday morning. They started by searching Lake Prosser by boat as the land-based search party gathered on the shoreline. The search also included several aircraft, including helicopters and airplanes, flying in formation above, and all-terrain vehicles, including four-wheelers, trikes, and dirt bikes. There were search dogs present and at least 100 members of law enforcement visible, including members of the FBI, who initially focused their attention on Campsite 4. Crews pulled the boats from the water around noon, and FBI agents were seen knocking on doors in the area. The FBI did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Right now, we are currently searching many areas. The party, which stretched from Friday night into Saturday morning at the Prosser family campground in the Tahoe National Forest, involved dozens or hundreds of kids from a handful of nearby communities in the rural area, including Truckee and North Lake. Around 12:15 a.m., she texted her parents that she was heading home. However, according to her mother, no one has come forward to say they saw her leave. No one was with her at the time, and nobody could remember when she left or see her car drive away. Her phone, which last pinged at the party, has been turned off. Authorities say her vehicle, a silver 2013 Honda CR-V with California license plate 8YUR127, is also unaccounted for. Authorities are urging teens who are at the party to come forward, and the community announced a teen-to-teen information gathering event from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Pacific time at the Tahoe City Save Mart in an effort to get attendees talking. We have had a lack of reach out from many Tahoe kids who were at the party or may know any information. Okay, I already read all that to you guys. Rodney's mother is asking anyone who attended the party and their parents to look through their photos, social media posts, and videos for any signs of Rodney. Home and business owners in the surrounding area are also asked to check their surveillance cameras for signs of the girl on August 5th and August 6th. Storefronts and signposts in the surrounding area and as far away as Reno have been plastered with missing person flyers. Rodney is described as 5'7" and around 118 pounds. She has blonde hair and hazel eyes. She has a tattoo on her ribs of the number 17. She was last seen wearing a green Dickies pants and black tank top and jewelry, according to authorities. She has a nose ring and several other piercings. Anyone with information is asked to call the Placer County Sheriff's Office dedicated tip line at 530-581-6320, and callers can remain anonymous. The California Highway Patrol is also urging anyone who sees Rodney to call 911. The family is offering a $50,000 reward for Rodney's return. Oh, there's Steve, guys. And Smith is asking members to share Rodney's story, raise awareness, and call in any information that may help investigators. She has also helped organize a website, FindKiely.com, where friends and family are sharing the latest information they have gathered. All right, so that's the latest. So yeah, what do you guys think? Where could she be? What could have happened? I mean, I was talking to my daughter while we were out earlier, and you know, when at 11 they went to charge their phones, her and Sammy. At that time, Sammy was arranging to get a ride home from Kylie, and then suddenly she's like, "No, I'm not going to ride with her. She's too intoxicated." And you know, I mean, you can get drunk fast. She's a small girl, but you know, somebody could have slipped her something in her drink. Apparently there was all kinds of drinking and drugs and who knows what going on out there. So like I said, I don't want to speculate and I don't want to point blame at anybody, but we need to get this story out there. We need to get it shared. So share on all your social media. Plaster this anywhere you can. Use the hashtag FindKiely on all your social media. If you're in the area and you can help search, do it, or hang up flyers anywhere in the surrounding area. Keep your eye out for her car, anything, you know, signs of a wreck, skid marks, you know, anything. Like I said before, nothing's too small. And if you have kids that are in the area that might have been at that party, talk to them and let them know, like, you're not going to be in trouble, but we need to find Kylie. We need to find out what happened to her. If it was your kid, you would want people talking. So get your kids to talk. We need to find her, you know. I mean, it's already been a few days, and you know, if she was in an accident or something, she could be out there hurt and she needs our help. You know, we want to bring this beautiful girl home. Super smart girl, graduated at 16 and getting ready to go to college. I mean, come on, guys, let's do this. Let's share Kylie's story, say her name, get the story out there. Like I said, share this video on all your social media. Use the hashtag FindKiely. Go to FindKiely.com. Find Kylie on Instagram to keep up with all the latest information in the case. I will also be following it and updating anytime there's anything new, if there's any new leads. We got to do this. As a true crime community, we need to come together. When we work together, we do great things. I say that all the time, and I know we can do something great for Kylie here. We can find her and bring her home to her family and her friends that are out there desperately searching for her. So let's do this, guys. I know we can. We're a growing community, but we're a great community. And as an overall bigger true crime community, we're huge. We have the reach. We need to get this story out there and get people talking about it. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified anytime I upload a video. Please give this video a thumbs up because it helps boost it in the YouTube algorithm. And by doing that, it will get it seen by more people, which will get Kylie's story out there even more. And that's the goal here, getting her story out there. So please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment. That also helps. Let me know what your theories are. Let me know, what do you think happened? How could she have left with her car parked that close to everybody and nobody saw her? I mean, how is she not in anybody's pictures? How you can't just vanish, and especially in a group that large. So let me know your theories. Let me know what you guys want to discuss in the next video about this case. Like, what do you think we need to focus on? What do you think we should be talking about? And like I said, if you're in the area and you can do anything to help these people, please do it. As always, I appreciate you guys so much being here. Like I said, we're growing slowly, but I'm very proud. Welcome to the country girl community for all of my new subscribers. I love you guys. And thanks again for stopping by and spending a little bit of your time with me and learning about Kylie and her case. Let's do this, guys. Let's get this story out there. All right, I will see you in the next one. Take care.